Hey SuperVids fam, it's Ash from SuperVideos. Welcome to the second episode of our comparison series where we dive into two of the biggest post-apocalyptic zombie TV series, The Walking Dead and The Last of Us. Today, we'll be focusing on the characters of these shows and comparing the character developments, story arcs, and character growths. Stay tuned, we'll be right back to get this second episode underway. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, if you enjoyed the video by the end, smash that like button. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to join our community and press that little bell button to be notified when there's new uploads on the channel. So let's get into it. Last time we delved into the world building of these two popular series, The Last of Us TV adaptation and The Walking Dead. You can check out that video in the link that's gonna drop on the top right. Today, we shift our focus to another crucial aspect of storytelling, character development. The Walking Dead has showcased impressive character transformation throughout its run. Main characters like Carol, Daryl, Rick, Michonne, and Maggie have undergone significant growth and change over the seasons. We witnessed Carol's evolution from a meek and abused wife to a strong and independent survivor, coming to the rescue of the survivors on multiple occasions. Daryl, initially a lone wolf, has developed deep emotional connections and embraced leadership roles. Rick's journey from a hesitant leader to a fierce protector has been a central arc, as has Michonne's transformation from a guarded and distant warrior to a compassionate and empathetic figure. Maggie's experiences have shaped her into a resilient leader as well. Even supporting characters like Gabriel and Aaron have been given their moments to shine and evolve. And let's not forget the compelling villains in The Walking Dead. Characters like Alpha, Negan, who had one of the best redemption arcs in TV history, and the Governor have had captivating character arcs, making them more than just antagonists. They are multi-dimensional individuals with their own motivations and complexities. The Walking Dead has successfully continued developing its characters even after the departure of its central protagonist, Rick Grimes. The show has maintained a focus on character growth and exploration, which has been noticeable and appreciated by the audience. On the other hand, The Last of Us adaptation took a different approach to character development. While the original game focused intensely on the bond and development of Joel and Ellie, the TV series has shifted its focus to other characters like Bill, Frank, Sam, Henry, Tess, and Riley, who have received more attention along with addition of original side characters. This shift in focus has drastically changed the dynamic between the characters and altered the core of the story. Fans of the game may feel that the TV adaptation has taken away the heart of the narrative, which was the deep and complex relationship between Joel and Ellie. The Last of Us is known for its powerful character-driven storytelling, and by shifting the focus away from the main characters, it seems the adaptation has missed an opportunity to explore their growth and relationship even further than the game did. It also appears that other character-focused stories have been rushed or lacked the depth we expected. And that's where character development becomes crucial. It can make or break a story. The Walking Dead has demonstrated how compelling character arcs can enhance the overall narrative, allowing the audience to connect deeply with the characters and their journeys. The development of characters like Carol, Daryl, Rick, Michonne, and Maggie has kept viewers invested in the series for years. It's a testament to the strength of character-driven storytelling. Rick Grimes, portrayed by Andrew Lincoln in the TV series adaptation, went through a truly amazing transformative journey. Viewers witnessed his evolution from a conflicted sheriff's deputy to a strong and decisive leader in the post-apocalyptic world. The TV show explored Rick's struggle with morality, leadership, and the constant threats he faced, which shaped his character over multiple seasons. Joel, portrayed by Pedro Pascal in The Last of Us TV adaptation, also underwent a compelling development. Viewers experienced Joel's emotional transformation as he formed a deep bond with Ellie, the girl he was asked to protect, after he lost his young daughter. Through the interactive medium of the game, players were able to witness Joel's growth grapple with difficult choices, and see the impact of his actions on his relationship with Ellie. The TV adaptation was unable to translate this interactive journey, and as a result, Joel and Ellie were unable to get the proper development in the TV adaptation. On the contrary, The Walking Dead has repeatedly applied the same fatherly figure theme, like with Joel and Ellie, with the character of Negan, going through similar arcs with characters like Carl, Judith, and even Lydia. But in the case of The Walking Dead, it was with much more reward and interesting storytelling techniques. Both adaptations provided rich opportunities to delve into the characters' complexities and allow the audience to connect with their growth. The TV series format of The Walking Dead allowed for a longer exploration of Rick's character arc, while the shorter adaptation of The Last of Us Part 1 video game provided an immersive experience for viewers to witness Joel's development firsthand. Although short and with lost potential, it was still enough to leave a mark. Before we end this episode, we must take a moment to delve deeper into the development of the antagonists in both The Last of Us adaptation and The Walking Dead. Something The Walking Dead has done a better job at, maybe due to the fact that there's more villains, more complexities to their story, and more opportunities for the writers to have fun with the antagonists. In The Walking Dead, the series has excelled at portraying villains who are more than just one-dimensional threats. Characters like Negan, Alpha, and the Governor have been given complex character arcs that showcase their motivations and inner struggles. Negan, played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, initially appeared as a sadistic and ruthless leader of the Saviors. However, as the story progressed, we saw glimpses of his humanity and a desire to create order, albeit through brutal means. This added depth to his character and made him more than just a straightforward villain. Alpha, portrayed by Samantha Morton, introduced a new level of threat as the leader of the Whispers. While she was an intimidating presence, the show provided glimpses into her past and motivations, revealing her as a fiercely protective mother who believed her brutal methods were necessary for survival. The show brilliantly made the audience question whether Negan and Rick were all that different after all, through their decisions and motivations. Similarly, it showcased parallels between Carol and Alpha as mothers who would do anything to protect their children, crafting it to perfection. The Governor, played by David Morse, was another compelling antagonist who showcased a charming and charismatic exterior while harboring dark secrets and a thirst for power. On the other hand, in The Last of Us adaptation, the focus on character development seems to have shifted away from the central antagonist, David, played by Scott Shepherd. In the game, David's character and the psychological tension he brought to the story were essential. However, in the TV adaptation, his arc was handled adequately, but with noticeable unsatisfied potential. The Last of Us game had a strong emphasis on the complexity of its antagonists, presenting them as fully realized characters with their own motivations and tragic backstories. But the TV adaptation was unable to fully utilize this potential to dive deeper, choosing to introduce additional original villains like Kathleen, portrayed by Melanie Lynskey, and not doing enough to develop them to make their stories memorable. The portrayal of compelling antagonists is vital in creating tension and conflict within a story. It challenges our perception of good and evil and adds layers of complexity to the narrative, and The Walking Dead was able to capture the essence of that with its villains, while The Last of Us couldn't create unique and interesting enough villains to do that with. Lastly, let's focus on the primary groups that have been introduced in both stories. In examining the portrayal of the CRM, or the Civic Republic military, and the Fireflies in their respective TV adaptation, it is evident that The Last of Us does a superior job, fleshing out the Fireflies and highlighting their significance in character development. When it comes to the CRM in The Walking Dead, while the group is set to receive more focus in future storylines, the build-up thus far has been inadequate. The CRM is depicted as a secretive and militaristic organization, but their motivations, internal dynamics, and impact on Rick Grimes' character evolution has not been sufficiently explored quite yet. And looking at the length of time that fans have been waiting for this, no matter how well done, may not be satisfying. The lack of development leaves viewers with limited understanding and investment in the group, making it challenging to fully appreciate their significance in Rick's story arc. On the other hand, The Last of Us story, both the video game and TV adaptation, excels in fleshing out the Fireflies, providing a deep exploration of their motivations, conflicts, and complexities. This depth of characterization enhances the emotional investment in the story and contributes significantly to Ellie's growth as a character. The Fireflies' importance to the narrative is established early on, allowing their evolution and impact to be thoroughly developed, creating a compelling and immersive experience for the audience. On the flip side, the CRM were introduced later in the story, and as a result, we have not yet been able to thoroughly dive into their significance in the overall arc of The Walking Dead. As we conclude this episode, we've explored the character development in The Last of Us adaptation and The Walking Dead, including the growth of main characters and the intriguing arcs of their respective villains. It's clear that both series have tackled character development with varying degrees of success, showcasing the importance of well-crafted adversaries to enhance the overall storytelling experiences. That's the end of today's episode. Join us next time as we explore the presentation of horror in these stories and how it impacts the overall experience. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to join our community and press the bell to be notified for future uploads. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.